over someone's life in terms of trying to use that, or feeling that you need to use that to draw attention to your work.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I don't think there's no silver bullet as far as even to your point, Greg, if whether it was a student or whatever age or whatever level of experience, somebody saying, I'm ready to learn, like what are the steps I take? And the steps could be, if you're lucky enough to get retweeted by Stephen King, that could make your career. Just like you could have the best reviews, literally the best reviews, and really be, from the old paradigm, how can that not be a success? It might fall on crickets. So I think, to your point, Dallas, and we talked about this a little bit before, the idea that I don't think there was this golden era where a writer was just a writer, but there kind of was, in the sense that social media giveth and social media taketh. And so I think what we've all discussed, and Bethanne and I have been talking about this for over a decade, the bottom line when it comes to that kind of stuff is, I just think no writer, no artist can afford to be completely aloof to having a platform. Those days, I think, unless you're already established, you can't just sit in your room and write that masterpiece, or you can, right, art for art's sake, but I don't think many writers would go to that kind of pain and trouble and time if they knew in advance no one's really going to see this. So maybe we could kick that around a little too, like this. It's not even a dilemma, but the idea that being a writer now, at its most proficient, there's a lot more going on than just writing.
I'm from Baltimore, and I think Ann Tyler might literally be one of the last authors in that J.D. Salinger sort of mode, where she can write, be well received,
and hardly ever leave her house.
And never leave. I know exactly what house she lives in, and she never leaves it. So
I've actually interviewed her once. So every once in a while she grants an interview, but it's true.
Rare.
Yeah, it's rare. And forget about your cork-lined Proustian room, because, and I think this is really important, it's not just because you really do need to get out and sell your book. I think something all of us would agree on, and probably most of you, is that the literary community is about writing and reading. It's not just about writing something and not having it received. I can't remember, one of you probably will remember, who is it who said, a book isn't really finished until it's read?
I said that.
Gregg Wilhelm, 2019. And so that's why we don't just want to sell, we want to be received, we want to be heard, we want to be understood. And I think that's where, like Dallas said, social media can take up all your time, and it's a very important part these days of building your author platform. I can talk about that for endlessly, but I won't do that tonight. But it is something you also need to step away from for other forms of literary interaction, like actually being in real life with other living human beings and discussing these ideas.
Yeah,